Welcome to Exam Sale. This script explains the syllabus for the ECCouncil, Computer Hacking Forensic Investigator exam and what you need to learn to pass it. Overview of the exam shows 6 domains with exact weights and study expectations. Digital forensics is 25%, procedures and methodology is 20%, digital evidence is 20%, forensic science is 15%, management and reporting is 10%, and regulations, policies and ethics is 10%. The full syllabus expects about 160 hours of study with a mix of hands-on, scenario-based and conceptual assessments to validate real-world skills. Digital forensics is 25% of the exam and rated hard, with an estimated 45 hours of learning in both hands-on and conceptual assessment. You will learn advanced analysis techniques across operating systems, networks and databases, including Windows forensics, registry analysis, Linux and Mac artifacts, system logs, application metadata, and swap and hibernation file analysis. The domain also covers network forensics such as traffic capture, firewall and IDS log analysis, protocol examination and reconstructing sessions, plus cloud and database forensics with AWS and Azure artifacts and recovery of deleted records. Procedures and methodology carries 20% and is marked hard, with about 35 hours of study and scenario-based assessments. This domain teaches the full forensic investigation process from pre-investigation planning to incident response, electronic crime scene evaluation, preservation of systems and evidence handling, and careful tool selection for analysis. You will also master data acquisition techniques including static and live acquisition, forensic imaging and cloning, hashing for integrity, write blocking and bitstream imaging, and learn to counter anti-forensics like steganography, encrypted volumes and rootkits. Digital evidence makes up 20%, is medium difficulty, and requires about 30 hours of practical and conceptual training. Expect to learn physical structures of HDD and SSD, file system architectures such as FAT, NTFS, ResFS, EXT-NXFS, MBR and GPT partitioning, and how clusters and slack space hide or reveal data. This domain also covers evidence handling best practices including chain of custody, labeling and storage, packaging and transport of media, capturing volatile memory, and classifying digital artifacts for legal and investigative use. Forensic science is 15%, medium difficulty, and centered on foundational principles with about 20 hours of study delivered through conceptual and scenario-based assessment. You will study the scientific basis of digital forensics, Locard's exchange principle applied to digital environments, categories of computer crime, and the objectives and methods of forensic inquiry. The domain also clarifies roles and responsibilities, covering duties of investigators, first responder actions, interaction with law enforcement, and differences between corporate and criminal investigations. Management and reporting accounts for 10%, is easy, and asks for about 15 hours of study with conceptual and scenario tasks. This section trains you to write professional investigative reports with clear technical and executive summaries, to document findings and methodology, and to use report generators provided by forensic tools. You will also learn forensic lab management principles including physical security, proper workstation setup, resource budgeting, quality control, certification standards, and data retention policies. Regulations, policies and ethics is 10%, easy level, and requires about 15 hours of conceptual and scenario-based learning focused on legal and ethical frameworks. You will cover cybercrime laws, search warrants, subpoenas, privacy and data protection rules, and admissibility of electronic evidence across jurisdictions. The course also covers the Code of Ethics for Investigators, preparation for expert testimony, courtroom procedures and cross-examination, and how to maintain neutrality and professional conduct. That wraps the syllabus summary for the ECCouncil, Computer Hacking Forensic Investigator exam. Use the domain weights and estimated study hours to plan your preparation. Focus on hands-on practice where required, and practice clear reporting for legal and managerial stakeholders.